Jeff Harden and Laura Reeves. And on the Kansas side, Alonzo Williams out of Olathe North, Justin Snell, Lexi Watts, and EJ Green, the coaching staff for Kansas here tonight. Rick, for the viewers back at home, what can they expect from the All-Star game here tonight?
Well, I think you're really going to see some really talented girls. And Kansas City basketball is really coming up on a national scene, especially for the girls. You're going to see a lot of excellent shooters. You're going to see some athleticism. You're going to see some girls trying to play above the rim and physical play. So I'm excited. I think the girls are excited. I was at the practices the other night, and they want to get after each other. And, the thing about when you're talking about these two groups of kids, they know each other. So they're competitive, but at the same time, they want to have fun.
Starters tonight we'll start with Kansas. It'll be Faith McCullough, Micah Kirkwood, Mary Grant, who we highlighted in the Open, heading to Murray State next season. Isla Herman out of Spring Hill, and Alex Krause out of St. Thomas Aquinas. The starting lineup here tonight for Kansas. Getting a good look there at the 2026 DiRenna squad. There's the Missouri side in the black and gold.
Missouri side has a little bit more size, and Kansas has a little bit more quickness, I would say, if we're just watching the practice a little bit. But you got major college players on both sides. Like I've said before, you got all kinds of MVPs and just great players.
Starting lineups will be represented down on the floor for both Kansas and Missouri. Rick, it's a long high school season. You coached a couple years, won a couple, maybe more than a couple state championships, but from a player's perspective, you get to just have some fun here tonight. There's no pressure. Just go out there one last time. What does it mean to wear these uniforms?
Well, I spoke to, like I said at practice, I spoke to at least to the Kansas teams and said one thing you got to remember, that when you're putting on this uniform, we've had girls that played in the WNBA. We've had guys that played in the NBA. They sat on this stage and heard the same speech I'm giving you guys. You're representing your school. You're representing your state. Have a lot of fun. But please remember, there's somebody out there, some little 8-year-old, 12-year-old little girls watching you, and they think the world of you. And all these girls have made a great impact on their program. That's the most important thing.
Coming down the line of both sides here before we get underway here on the spot, Kansas City 38. Happy to have you along here tonight for the DiRenna All-Star Game 2026 edition. This is year number 30.
Just really quick also, Tanner, the nomination for not just the coaches and the players come out of a group of coaches in the coaching association. So it's on both sides of the state line, in which coaches recommend their own players where it starts. Then they have official ballot, and then from that ballot they usually break down to about the first 25, and then they eventually get to 15 with some alternates. So these teams were all picked by coaches who saw them play. The media had nothing to do with it, and it's all coaches in the Kansas City metropolitan area.
Now over to the Kansas side, number 5, Faith McCallum there, Rick. We had fortunate enough to watch her play at Piper earlier in the season. 20-plus point game. She can shoot it.
Yes, and she's first team All-State. For a little girl, she's a true point guard. She's going to Central Arkansas. Just a really exciting player that you're going to be able to see her play. We have 6A schools down to 4A schools. That's what's great about this game. It's a chance for, a young man from Penning High School. You'll see in the boys game. You'll see, Oak Grove. You're going to see them playing against the Shawnee Mission Souths and the Staleys. That's what's fun about this game, and that really motivates a lot of these kids from some of these smaller schools.
Tanner Shorey out of Blue Valley North. As the players rounding out here for Kansas. There's Reagan Becker, Blue Valley Northwest. And last but not least, Jalen McClinton, who we also got to watch in that Bishop Miege game earlier on in the season. And then the coaches there at the end. Alonzo Williams, Justin Snell, Lexi Watts out of Olathe North, and E.J. Green out of St. James Academy. Alonzo Williams for Olathe North and Justin Snell with St. James Academy.
And a big shout out to Justin Snell, 5A state champions. St. James came from the 5th seed, came all the way back and won that and beat some of the best teams across the state to get there. So I know he and E.J. Green, his assistants, are really excited to step into the forefront and coach these kids. It's an honor. It's also a committee that picks the coaches, and it's kind of you get the recognition for what you did, some of your success, and as coaching association, they try to rotate that from year to year. Very few coaches coach more than once, and Coach Crawford there has her assistant Jeff Harden, and Mickey Wheeler has the assistant Laura Greaves from Oak Grove, and that's a compliment for their success they had this year.
There's a look at the starting 5 for Kansas as both teams now head out to the center circle. Missouri will work right to left here in the opening frame. Kansas left to right. 4 quarters, 12 minutes on the clock. It'll be a running clock here tonight. And the DiRenna All-Star Game here in 2026 is underway. Faith McCallum, first possession for Kansas, and a 3 is put down quick by Alex Krause out of St. Thomas Aquinas.
Well, home field there, home field advantage. Takes that 3 from her own gym. She was in there after school the other day shooting for an hour by herself.
How about a takeaway from McCallum and an easy finish on the other end. A quick start for Kansas. There was a deuce for Tatum scoring out of Blue Valley North. And a nice answer on the other end. First bucket put down by Alex Couch.
Alec is a Drake signee. There's Alex Krause again from the 3 in the same spot.
2 for 2 to start for Alex Krause, off to a flaming start. And the first turnover by Missouri, thrown away by London Parker, who led Staley to a Class 6 state championship game. How about the start for Alex Krause? 2 for 2 from downtown.
Well, you're going to see the pace all night, get up and down, and there's not going to be a lot of defense.
Here's Faith McCallum leading the point out of Piper. Very talented player. Mary Grant tried the triple off the back iron, fight for the rebound. And it bounces off of Missouri out of play. That was Alec out of Liberty North there. He'll stay here with Kansas. Back out for Faith McCallum. Mary Grant will try another three. Short. Offensive rebound. Putback is short from Reagan Becker. Now Becker trying to dump it inside. Kansas causing havoc. And another deuce for Alex Krause, who has a game-high 8 points to start here in the opening
Reagan
2
Becker
minutes.
kept that alive from Blue Valley Northwest. She's a Central Missouri signee.
Sophie Terry no good on the three, but the putback is good by Alex Couch.
Alex averages 17 points a game for Liberty North. She's a Drake signee, 3-year starter.
Heat check from Krause, that time falls short. Missouri looking to cut into the 6-point deficit here in the opening minutes. Three is up, off to the right. Rebound to Becker. McCallum quickly up the floor. Numbers for Kansas. Here's Grant. Swatted away by Sophie Terry.
Sophie is also a Murray State signee.
Mary Grant quickly back with a steal, and Alex Krause already in double figures. She matched her jersey number, has 10 points.
She got a smile on her face. She knows what's happening. And that was steal.
Another steal on the defensive side of the floor. Alex Krause is putting on a show here on her home floor. You said it, Rick. Home field advantage. Home court advantage for Alex Krause.
That's about right. It's about 4 minutes. They've been out of shape a little bit. They're going to move another group in. And it'll be like that all night. And I think we're going to try to stop the clock 1 minute at the end of each quarter. You're going to see players in and out.
Until Snooty, Dee Newton out of North Kansas City check in for Missouri. Mason Willman out of North Kansas City as well. So Kansas off to a 12-4 start here in the opening quarter. 4 minutes in. Tanner Collins, Hall of Fame head coach Rick Zeke with you here on the spot. Kansas City 38. Pull up from Becker off the back iron, and the rebound goes to Willman.
Willman's a true point guard. Oh, really good look inside.
Too strong on the 5-footer. Mary Grant across the timeline for Kansas. Here's Krause already with 10. Kicks to Becker. One dribble pull-up goes down.
She knows how to score. She averaged a little bit over 15 points a game this year. Big thing is she averaged over 12 or 10 rebounds. She can really go get it off the glass.
Kansas will make a line change here.
We got a whole new group in there. Micah Kirkwood's at the point. Shawnee Mission Stout star. She's going to Garden City Junior College.
How about that steal and takeaway there on the mid-floor from Snooty, and gets fouled on the other end. Hacked from behind.
Antil's a really good player. She was one of the DiRenna finalists from Lee Summit West. She led them to their best season ever. She's a Missouri State signee. She is really talented.
Lee Summit West products. Hits on the first. Chance for these girls to suit up one last time, representing their respective states.
Kansas has run a little weave offense just to spread it out a little bit, kick it.
Out top for Micah Kirkwood out of Shawnee Mission South. Kirkwood driving, and she turns it over. Steal by Suford.
Good hands by Addie Seifert down there. Grain Valley star. Signed with Rockers College. MVP of her league 2 years in a row.
Rick, how about the start for Kansas? 14-6 with 5:48 to go, and they've been led by Alex Krause, who already has a game-high 10 points.
Yeah, she found her spot on the floor. It's the same spot she was working on yesterday after school by herself, so hard work paying off.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
We're Bug Bros, and we're bringing our crazy appy guarantee to Kansas City. Free spot treatments, on-time arrivals, and 100% money-back guarantee. Kansas City, join the Crazy Appy Club.
Welcome to Compies, where Kansas City gets its gear. Have an idea you want brought to life? That's our specialty. Get custom designs for teams, businesses, schools, and events. We also offer a full store of ready-to-wear gear, packed with designs for game day and everyday wear, including KC Red and Blue, KC Fire Department, Italian and Irish collections, and so much more. And if you're not sure if we have it, give us a call. We'll help you custom make it. You can visit us in-store or shop online. Gear up with Compies.
Unsightly furniture, we've got you covered.
Messy basements? No problem.
What about play sets?
Of course.
These guys will take anything.
That's why I call it junking. We got bigger trucks.
And our prices are better.
Junking, bigger trucks, better prices.
The 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, Compies, UMKC Men of Character Academy, Junk King, Hasty Awards, and by UMKC First Gen Roof. Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke. Happy to have you along here on the spot, Kansas City 38. Kansas off to a 14-6 start.
But they got a lot of them off the break. A few turnovers by the Missouri turned in some points for Kansas. But if you got an open look.
Schaefer knocks down a three off the jump out of the timeout. Back to an 11-point lead for Kansas.
Landry's a Pitt State signee. over 20 points a game for Gardner Edgerton. Helped turn that program around a little bit.
Landry with the steal on the other side of the floor. Kansas is working here in the first quarter. They've been very efficient offensively, and they're turning Missouri over left and right, and another three goes down. That time it's Micah Kirkwood out of Shawnee Mission South.
Well, she ran the show for Shawnee Mission South, 6A state champs. They're talented, but it all went through her. She was the quarterback. She's going to Garden City JUCO. They're going to get a good one.
Deflection inside by Riley Edwards out of Blue Valley Northwest. It'll stay here with Missouri. Doc Pollard back out on the floor for Missouri out of Kearney. Likes to shoot. That Kearney team up north, they like to shoot it from deep.
We saw them. They were really good. They were as good as anybody we've seen all year. Missouri's a little bit tight right now. Kansas is freely putting up some shots.
And Keister buries a three from outside. Lee Summit West products knocks in her first triple here tonight. Now Micah Kirkwood with it. Already buried a three that time. Drives in off the glass for an easy two.
She found a route to the goal, slipped on in there.
Wide open out top. Another three splashed down. Caitlin Owens out of Blue Springs. And the three starting to rain in for Missouri.
Yeah, leading scorer at Blue Springs, and that's one of the first threes they found. She cuts on through here. Kirkwood does. Head up, banks it off the glass.
5 points off the bench. Krause from way downtown off the mark that time. McCallum tosses up an air ball, and it's out of bounds. Possession to Missouri. The largest lead for Kansas here in the first quarter was 11. Now Missouri's starting to settle in. Back-to-back threes offensively.
Really good cut to the basket here.
And that three falls short. Rebound brought down by Sample out of Bonner Springs. How about a step back Jay on the other side? Falls short. Gabby Henson can't quite track down the offensive rebound.
She followed the shot and went right through her hands there, but she had an open look. She's from Blue Valley North, average over 10 points a game for Ann Fritz.
Good defense out top. Missouri stays with it. Good look. And another nice look there inside. Off the mark. Here comes Kansas. Kraus will pull up. Left wing three. Falls short. Now Missouri with numbers, looking to push. Good pump fake. Off the glass. Easy two. For Ermacher out of Blue Spring South.
She ran the floor well. The outlet pass makes a difference. Now Missouri's pushing it a little bit better.
Kraus with the rebound. Just over a minute to play here in the first quarter. Offensive foul.
Got her on the push-off.
Great defense. Kraus with her first personal.
I think Kraus turned to the referee and said, "You don't call those in an all-star game, do you?"
Back iron three, McCallum with the rebound.
This is what she does well, decision-making.
Still looking for her first points. Kansas is going to keep shooting threes, and they splash home another.
Layla Byrne from Shawnee Mission South, another Shawnee Mission South state champ.
There's McCallum showcasing her defensive speed, deflecting it out of play. Just a matter of time before she gets her first points here tonight. Deep three by Dreyer out of Liberty is off the mark. Stays here with Missouri. Now McCallum rips down the rebound. Look at this speed across the timeline. At the buzzer off the glass, it nearly goes. In Kansas, after the first quarter, leads 25-14.
Missouri shooting a lot of three-pointers, and I think Kansas is probably doing a little bit better job getting it to the basket, then kicking out. Missouri also missed a couple close ones close to the rim, but as you see, they're just learning how to play with each other, where everybody's going to be. That first 12 minutes was kind of a time to kind of feel out the opponent, and at the same time how you're going to play with each other.
Nice crowd here tonight inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School.
Sydney Ritter, Blue Valley North, or I'm sorry, Liberty North coach, right there with their new baby.
What a job she's done.
She's done a great
with
job
the Eagles.
It's got a lot of girls back.
There's
Jeff Hawkins.
Jeff Hawkins, the leader for Pembroke Hill. There's his son, bottom left, Mav Hawkins, who we'll see later tonight. Back underway, second quarter. Three falls short. Offensive rebound to London Parker. And a quick steal. Here's Mary Grant. Up the floor for Becker. And gets stripped underneath. Nice defense by Arambula out of Benton.
Really good hands.
Baseline out of bounds here for Kansas. Good look inside. Easy two for Mary Grant, who will be heading to Murray State, Missouri Valley Conference.
Most of these girls are confident offensively. You give them a good look from the three-point line in, they're going to take it.
Nice pull-up from Alex Couch there out of Liberty North. Mary Grant back up the floor for Kansas.
Couch is she's a scorer. Big physical kid that can really skilled.
Grant thought about the three. Now Becker with it up top. Fakes the handoff, pulls up off balance and hits. Smooth looking J from Reagan Becker. Foul underneath. London Parker will earn a chance at the free throw line.
Becker's one of the reasons why Blue Valley North came on strong. Excellent state tournament.
Check out this 3 dribble pull up.
And she squares up perfectly. You don't see a lot of boys do that. I mean, she squares up perfectly to the goal, follow through. 15 points a game, Central Missouri State. That's a really good school for her in that league. 10 rebounds again. Her coach really talked more about how well she did taking care of the ball off the glass.
Schaefer buries another one from downtown. Kansas has hardly hit the rim from 3. There's a nice finish on the other side from London Parker. Schaefer thought about the heat check. And a steal by Couch. Coast to coast for 2.
These type of game turnovers usually lead to a bucket.
Now Becker working. Fading. That one rattles out. Couch with the rebound. Here's Parker, left wing triple. Nearly goes off the back iron. Becker back up the floor for Kansas.
Oh, really good look.
Kicks inside for Schaefer, another turnover. And back comes Mary Grant. She is just everywhere defensively and floats in another 2. Going to be a fun player to watch.
Just score.
Going to be a fun player to watch in the Missouri Valley Conference next year for Murray State.
And again, 4 minutes is about enough. You see them all smiling, coming off, going, hey, I've had enough, come on in. And that's the fun part of it.
Here's Millie Perry out of Liberty North. Sophie Terry spinning, nice move inside, can't get the layup to fall.
Really good move.
McCallum out top. It's good. First 3 for Faith McCallum here tonight.
She could light it up from there. All-time 3-point shooter, percentage-wise and total for Piper High School.
Sophie Terry with the answer on the other side of the floor.
For a big girl, she's really got a good stroke from that 3-point line. Another Murray State signee.
Quite the class the Racers of Murray State have put together here in 2026. Well, Faith McCallum will set up the offense here for Kansas. Now a dribble drive, looking to kick. And another takeaway.
3-on-2.
Cloto hacked underneath on the drive.
We're going to shoot our first free throw.
That first rattles in. Harlan Glotto out of Van Horn High School.
Not only
at the line.
Horn in scoring, but also rebounding. Helped turn that program around.
Nice high-low there from Kansas. Layup falls short from Riley Edwards. Just see how quick McCallum can move.
she's really distributing right now.
Callip drives off the mark. Kraus with the offensive rebound, but called for the foul. It's like, what'd I do? I didn't touch her.
You don't call them in these games. It's free for all. Let them go get the ball.
We'll be right back here on the spot. Kansas City 38. Kansas leads 37-25.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
In the hustle and bustle of university life, it's easy to feel lost and alone. But then a hand, quiet yet powerful, a gesture that says you're not on your own. A fist bump and a smile unlocking something deeper. The map no longer reads heavy, belonging no longer feels out of reach. Someone sees you, someone's been there, and when that moment arrives, you realize.
Around here, no one walks alone.
One handoff becomes a movement.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those who will have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, we wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, 5:41 to play here in the second quarter. Tanner Collins alongside Hall of Fame head coach Rick Zeke. Rick, it's been a fun first half. Missouri's starting to settle in here.
Yes, I think everybody's kind of settling in, you know, on the floor, off the floor, and feeling more comfortable with the ball in their hand. Really been active. Both teams have been active defensively with their hands. A lot of deflections. Making it difficult to get to the rim now.
McCallum from way downtown. That one falls short. Rick, we've watched a lot of All-Star games in our time. This is about the most defense you'll see in an All-Star game. We got steals left and right out here.
I have a feeling the game right after this, it's going to be a lot of offense.
Got to respect the hustle that these girls are showing here tonight. Kraus just added another 2 for Kansas, now with 12 points, a game high.
Antill just didn't get it up on the backboard high enough. Kicking it out. There's her spot.
You bet. How about the celly to the crowd? She's got 15.
Well, I think it's her own cheering section over there. That's why she's shooting. That's her spot.
Largest lead now for Kansas, up 17. And the 3 drops for Cipher out of Grain Valley.
Two-time MVP, Seifert for her league. Grain Valley star. Gets her feet set, got a good stroke. She was well past the three-point line with confidence.
Kansas answers on the other side.
You can see how the game's changed. Every post player now, girls can shoot the 3. You don't see a lot of, you know, with their back to the basket post-up moves. They can all handle a ball. They can all kick it to their offensive players, but they really spread the defense out. That's why they're playing in college also.
.330 to play here in the second quarter.
Oh, almost a steal.
Kansas defending tough. That 3 off the mark.
Pollard with the rebound. She's an excellent point guard. Steal by Kansas.
Up the floor for Schaefer. Driving and hitting. Nice 5-footer there. Flying through the lane for Landry Schaefer.
Landry Schaefer's a really good offensive player, averaging well over 20 points a game. going to Pitt State. We have a lot of MIAA schools are going to be happy with their players that are playing here tonight.
It'll stay here with Missouri, 2:40 to play. Kansas leading 47-28. Three dribble pull up, good. For Ermacher out of Blue Spring South.
She led her team in scoring, a little bit over 10.
Schaefer knocks down another three.
Schaefer just all the confidence in the world when the ball's in her hand. She's putting on a show.
How about the shooting here in the first half from Kansas? Another nice 8-footer from Ermacher. She has had a very efficient night for Missouri. Nice dribble drive by Mike Kirkwood. She'll shoot 2. Running clock here tonight, 4 quarters, 12 minutes apiece.
With all the talent South had, like I said, Kirkwood might have been the quarterback. She averaged a little bit over 8 points, a big, almost 5 assists a game. So she knew who to get the ball to when she needed to get the ball to them. Hit a lot of big free throws down the stretch.
Two for 2 at the line for Micah Kirkwood. Alex Keister up the floor for Missouri, and a takeaway by Reagan Becker. Quickly back up the floor, mishandled by Kirkwood.
Missouri needs to cut that lead. Good steal.
Another steal. That time was burnt. Kansas looking for somewhere to go, and it's stolen away by Boyer.
Oh, what a pass.
Great look up top, layup off the back iron by Dreyer. Another 3 drops. Brooke Pollier from downtown, out of Kearney.
Why take a 2 when you can get the 3, Tanner? We saw
not a bad trade-off.
We saw Pollier this year. She's an excellent high school basketball player. Going to Utah to play softball.
Now defending Becker up top, a little mismatch. Becker wins it.
She can fill up a stat sheet quick.
54 first half points for Kansas. Missouri to hold for the final shot.
Oh, good idea. Good cut.
Good cut. Easy finish.
Basketball play, both sides.
Kirkwood 3-quarter court shot is short as we hit halftime here from St. Thomas Aquinas, where Kansas leads 54-37. We'll be right back here on the spot, KC 38.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
In the quiet rhythm of the hall,
how you doing, man?
every step carries a story.
You've been practicing all week. You got this, all right?
Got it.
All right.
You're more than ready for this.
Every challenge you face is met with a presence that says,
Let's figure this out together.
I've got you. You're stronger than you know, and when you walk through these halls, remember, you don't have to carry it alone.
Different journeys, same support.
And one UMKC community.
The 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, Compies, UMKC Men of Character Academy, Junk King, Hasty Awards, and by UMKC First Gen Roof.
Liberty North.
Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, halftime here on the DiRenna All-Star Game 2026 edition. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke Rick, Kansas 54, Missouri 37 here at the break.
Well, Kansas jumped on them early and kind of extended a little bit. Missouri made their move with the three-point shot. Then Kansas really settled in about the last 4 minutes of the game.
We'll take a look at some first half highlights sponsored by McCarthy Auto Group. And for Missouri, what a half from Alex Couch out of Liberty North.
Alex ran the floor well. Drake signee, you can see what they see in her. She can play inside and outside. Also was one of their leading rebounders at Liberty North.
The future of the Missouri Valley Conference is showing out here in the first half. There was a nice 10-footer from Alex Couch. And on the other side for Kansas, we'll keep it here actually.
She finishes strong.
Coast-to-coast finish from Couch. Drake has a good program up there, and now we'll switch to the other side. Alex Krause got off to a hot start with 10 early points. She had a game-high 15 there in the first half.
Well, she hits 3 threes from that spot. She knows the gym. This is her home court. She knows where her crowd is. She's been pointing at them, having a lot of fun, and ran the floor and got 2 easy ones there.
Playing on your home floor, all-star night, making it look easy there in the first half. There was another steal. She was everywhere defensively. We highlighted that in the first half. The defense on both sides. It's intensity out there on the floor.
Yeah, and at the same time, they're all got a smile on their face and having fun. And that's the whole point of these games. Like I said, most of them know each other. Doug Burnett, coach, Penny High School. He's got his player playing here for the boys.
Rick, what does Missouri need to do here in the second half to cut in to the 17-point deficit?
Well, I think they're going to have to stop the penetration of the Kansas players, especially their guards, breaking them down a little bit, and maybe go inside a little bit more and play inside out. Rather, they're playing outside in right now. Even their post players are shooting the three. They're confident in shooting it, but I think they probably need to go inside to soften them up a little bit and then kick it back out. They probably need to make their move here pretty quick.
And for Kansas, Rick, what do they need to improve on here in the second half?
Well, I think Kansas continue what they're doing. They get an outlet pass, they run with it. They have excellent point guards with McCallum and Kirkwood and some of the other players, and they're finding the open players. And right now, Missouri's getting one shot, and at the same time, Kansas is getting about as many shots as they want.
54 first half points for Kansas. The race to 100. Think we're going to get there, Rick, here in the second half?
Well, I think that's what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants offense. That's the type of game you come to.
Second half underway. Kansas right to left here in the second half. Missouri in the black and gold will work left to right. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke with you here on the spot. KC38, happy to have you along. And Missouri scores first here in the second half. An easy deuce for London Parker.
Well, that's what they need. They need some quick buckets. London Parker running the floor, finish strong.
Krause for three, bottoms.
That's her fourth.
Heating up, 18 points here tonight for Alex Krause.
Oh, really good block.
It'll stay here with Missouri. That was Millie Perry out of Liberty North. They're flying in for the rebound.
Millie's going to Ryder in New Jersey. Averaging 14.5 points a game. Had a great career there.
Collier step back three. Rattles out. Good hustle for the offensive rebound. It'll stay here with Missouri. London Parker will try a three. And the rebound goes to Kansas. Face McCallum tracking
on the floor, McCallum.
And a nice drive and finish from Herman out of Spring Hill.
Herman's going to play at Missouri Valley. 18 points a game. Had a great career there.
Sophie Terry from way out.
She can really shoot it for a big girl. A forward center type player.
McCallum will try a step back three. Wide left. Rebound goes to Parker. Collier back across the timeline. Perry thought about the three. She can shoot it from outside. Has yet to attempt a three here tonight.
And I think that's what they need to do. They got it into the post, collapsed the defense, kicked it out, just happened to miss it.
That's pump fake by Mary Grant. Back out to Kraus. McCallum looking to drop her first three, and that one's off the mark. An uncharacteristic miss from Faith McCallum.
Great ball movement. She's always got a smile on her face, Faith. Great competitor.
Alex Couch brings it across the timeline for Missouri, trailing by 17.
There's that post up inside.
Sophie Terry down low will shoot two.
I think that's what's really neat about an all-star game, when you can get girls from Green Valley and Ray Peck and Staley and you know, the Olathes and Spring Hill. You can get them from all over and bring them together for a common cause, you know, to compete with the best players in the city.
Thank you to McCarthy Auto Group and everyone that made tonight happen. And bringing it to you live here on the spot, Kansas City 38. 1 for 2 at the line from Sophie Terry. Kansas has led all throughout here tonight. Had 3 off the mark for Mary Grant.
Unlimited range.
Perry nearly with the steal. Here's Schaefer back up the floor for Kansas. McCallum kicks. Grant drives, floats, and misses short. London Parker with the rebound.
London's going to make good decisions here. Excellent.
Perry first look from 3. Nearly rattles in. Parker with the offensive rebound. And it's stolen away by Reagan Becker. Loose ball, no whistle. We're going to play here. Becker kicks.
Oh, good look.
Grant for 3. Good look. Parker adding up the rebounds. Perry hacked, no whistle. Parker stays with it, puts it up, rattles out, catch fades, Couch rather. And Missouri's struggling to
Parker
get it through the cylinder, and Parker with an easy 2. These girls are working hard, Rick.
Well, you don't see this in an all-star game. You see a lot of hustle on both ends. And they're playing their hearts out for 4 or 5 minutes, and that's what's really nice.
A little rivalry, Missouri and Kansas. Missouri wants to fight back here.
Oh, yeah.
Got it to 14 now. There's Riley Edwards out of Blue Valley Northwest, back out on the floor for Kansas.
Good move, but I think Dreyer got a piece of it a little bit.
Oh, the right idea there from Studi, but good defense by Kansas. Micah Kirkwood calling for it. She was left wide open. That 3 drops. Good looking stroke from Landry Schaefer.
She's really got some offensive skills.
Missouri continuing to battle for offensive rebounds, and it'll stay here with Missouri. Baseline out of bounds. We'll take a break. 5:39 to play here in the third. Kansas leads 62-45. We'll be right back here on the spot. Kansas City 38.
We're Bug Bros, and we're bringing our crazy happy guarantee to Kansas City. Free spot treatments, on-time arrivals, and 100% money-back guarantee. Kansas City, join the Crazy Happy Club.
Unsightly furniture, we've got you covered.
Messy basements? No problem.
What about play sets?
Of course.
These guys will take anything.
That's why I call it junking. We got bigger trucks, and our prices are better.
Junking, bigger trucks, better prices.
Welcome to Compy's, where Kansas City gets its gear. Have an idea you want brought to life? That's our specialty. Get custom designs for teams, businesses, schools, and events. We also offer a full store of ready-to-wear gear, packed with designs for game day and everyday wear, including KC Red and Blue, KC Fire Department, Italian and Irish collections, and so much more. And if you're not sure if we have it, give us a call. We'll help you custom make it. You can visit us in-store or shop online. Gear up with Compy's.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
The 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, Compy's, UMKC Men of Character Academy, Junk King, Hasty Awards, and by UMKC First Gen Roo. Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, 5:39 to play here in the third. Baseline out of bounds for Missouri. Kansas has led all throughout here tonight.
Oh, really good save from Kirkwood.
And a nice swat by Schaefer. Hail Mary pass up the floor. Goes out of bounds. Possession back to Missouri.
Schaefer's been really impressive. They had a lot of fun at practice the other night, I can tell you that. We also need to, really give credit to the DiRenna family. And not until 1997, when we started the Coaching Association, one of the things that the DiRenna family, really good move. One of the things that they wanted done is to make sure that girls basketball was promoted across the city. And one of the first things that the Greater Kansas City Basketball Association did is create a DiRenna Award for the best female player. That had not happened till the night with Eve Long.
3 consecutive offensive rebounds for Kansas. Knocked out of play. Stay here with Kansas with 4:10 to play here in the third.
We've got a new group of players in there. They're trying to find out who they cover. They got to communicate on that. What an honor to be picked as the top 15 players for your state and represent your school. Foul on D.D. Newton.
Two shots for burnout of Shawnee Mission South.
Another one of the key players that led him to the state championship. She's going to go play at Johnson County JUCO. Stay close to home. Shawnee Mission South will really be good again next year with a lot of good young talent.
63-45, 18-point advantage for Kansas with 3 minutes to play here in the third. Nice work, offensive rebound for Glodo.
You like those shoes with Glodo? I like them.
And the three splashes home. Defense rebounding turned into offense for Missouri.
Oh, really good pass. You can see the whole bench standing up. They know what good basketball is. Really good team play here. Great Great outlet here, kicking it off to the corner. And you have Amberbola with the 3 from Benton High School in St. Joe.
There's a look at the coaches on the Missouri side. Jessica Crawford out of Lee Summit, Mickey Wheeler out of Oak Grove, Jeff Hardy out of Lee Summit, and Laura Reeves out of Oak Grove.
There's another 3 for Alex Kraus. I believe that's 5. Oh, really good finish. Dee Newton. Good pass into the post. Kicks it off the glass with the defender hanging on her. "18 points a game, 7 rebounds, leading North Kansas City all year."
Alex Kraus back up the floor for Kansas. And she airballs a 3.
Still smiling. She just said, "How about the 5 I made?"
Loto going to work underneath and earns another 2 shots at the free throw line. She's been everywhere on the offensive glass.
She's a big physical player, likes to be around the goal.
First free throw rattles out.
Yeah, uniforms look really good. You got the DiRenna patch and you got McCarthy Auto. Thanks to Cumpy's Sports Apparel. All players get to take them home and the shooter shirt. So a lot of them play for the uniform. Good block by Glodo.
She's been everywhere for Missouri.
He's a good player. She's active. Always cutting and moving. Defensive. She's got her body all over an offensive player.
Nice rebound there by
Dee Newton. Oh, great play running the floor. Dee Newton.
It's defense turned into offense once again. Kansas looking for an answer. Battle for the rebound. And it'll stay here with Kansas.
We stopped the clock in the last minute. We got 4.8 seconds here. Out of bounds, Kansas. They were working on out of bounds plays at practice.
And that ends the third quarter. Kansas holding on to a 15-point lead, 68-53. Rick, through the first 3 quarters, it's been all Kansas, but Missouri really settled in there in the third quarter.
Yeah, good look. Good finish by Dee Newton ran the floor the whole quarter well. Kraus squares up, hits her 5th 3. Clapping for herself. She's had quite a night. Coach Crawford said that we got to make a move here, girls. We got the best 5. You got 4 minutes, play hard, have some fun.
Look at the Missouri side of the floor, trailing by 15. Look at Coach Crawford there for Team Missouri.
Usually the head coaches, which for Missouri were Jessica Crawford and Mickey Wheeler, and then they get to pick an assistant coach. Sometimes it's another head coach, but for the most part, you pick one of your top assistants, help get them organized, run a practice, get to know them a little bit, and show up and motivate them.
And the final frame underway here from the DiRenna All-Star Game. 30th edition. Missouri with a takeaway.
Oh, good
They
look.
get it past McCallum. And the layup too strong. Missouri with another offensive rebound. Terry for three. It's good. Back within 12.
I think that's her third three. She really shown some offensive skills. That was all started with Alex Couch kicking it out.
McCallum with a big-time answer.
That's
knocks down her first
last
three.
one was an air ball. Oh, really good look. And a good finish. Really good look from Ansel.
A big answer here by Faith McCallum. You're right, Rick. Some confidence after an air ball. Splashes it home from three. Parker good from the line. We got a 12-point game.
They're cutting back that big lead. These next 2 or 3 minutes are going to become really important. Oh, really good jump out there on defense.
Grant will try a three. You bet.
Her first three of the night. Look at them having fun.
The threes just keep ringing in for Kansas. Parker will try a three left wing and tries to get her own rebound. Back to Kansas.
This really
by
tells you
15.
what kind of kids we have also, Tanner, because not one of them is not crossing half court, not playing hard. They're all getting up and down, encouraging each other, and playing really good basketball.
Now Grant with it up top. Grant will try again for back-to-back threes.
Off to the races. Missing 2 key layups here last 2 possessions.
Couch for three. Nice chase down rebound by Becker, but it stays here with Missouri. And the lefty Henson, or Studi rather, out of Lee Summit West, drops in the deuce.
I think one of the differences has been Kansas really has some quality guard play. Good cut.
A good cut, right idea there for Kansas. You see the defense from Alex Couch.
Yeah, I've coached them all-star games. You always tell your kids, we're going to try to keep the first 3 quarters. We're going to try to keep it, for the most part, even clockwise. And then 4th quarter, we're going to play to win. So we're going to try to find some combinations. There's another one set a really good game. Landry Schaefer.
Tell you what, Rick, she can shoot.
She's really athletic also. Pitt State's got a really good one there. There she is there. Always smiling at practice. Over 23 points. Out of bounds play. That's what you work on them for. Spread the floor a little bit with a good pass. Knocked it home.
Triple drive by McCallum, back out to Becker. That time missing off the back iron. Oh for 2 on that possession. Missouri looking for one final run with just over 7 minutes to play. Good look, right wing. Seifert buries it. 10-point lead for Kansas.
Green Valley star. Going to Rockhurst College.
Missouri picking up some momentum. A lot of contact underneath. And there's the whistle. It'll stay here with Missouri trailing by 10.
And they needed that bucket there to really cut it to 8. The clock going. And you can see both coaching staffs trying to get that best combination down the stretch here. She can shoot it from there.
Another one goes down. Here comes Missouri. Millie Perry, her second triple. We got a 7-point game
here.
Becker thought about the 3. Missouri nearly with a takeaway. Schaefer inside. Jump ball. It'll stay here with Kansas.
I think it's Missouri. Is it Missouri's ball or Kansas? That's big.
Stay tuned. 5:57 to play here in the 4th. Missouri trying to come back.
In the hustle and bustle of university life, it's easy to feel lost and alone. But then a hand, quiet yet powerful, a gesture that says you're not on your own, a fist bump and a smile unlocking something deeper. The map no longer reads heavy, belonging no longer feels out of reach. Someone sees you, someone's been there, and when that moment arrives, you realize.
Around here, no one walks alone.
One handoff becomes a movement.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome to Compy's, where Kansas City gets its gear. Have an idea you want brought to life? That's our specialty. Get custom designs for teams, businesses, schools, and events. We also offer a full store of ready-to-wear gear, packed with designs for game day and everyday wear, including KC Red and Blue, KC Fire Department, Italian and Irish collections, and so much more. And if you're not sure if we have it, give us a call. We'll help you custom make it. You can visit us in-store or shop online. Gear up with Compy's.
Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School. They're out of the jump. Quick points for Kansas.
These are big free throws for Kansas. Maya Hansen out of Blue Valley Southwest. Broke all the school records for scoring.
And Missouri will take a timeout. 5:03 to play here in the 4th. Missouri is not led here tonight. Their largest deficit was 19.
Crowd starting to grow. Anticipating that boys game. Remember, halftime of the boys game, the famous slam dunk contest. You're really going to see some athletes there. You got Cam Love out of Olathe, state champion Olathe North. And you also got Trey Paulding, who's one really good athlete.
Excited. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be real.
They can jump.
That's what the crowd wants to see, is that slam dunk.
One for 2 at the line, but Kansas gets the offensive rebound.
I don't think they're going to work that clock down. They're looking for the next shot there. Oh, great anticipation steal.
Back within 6. Here comes Missouri on the prowl here in the 4th.
He's still got 4.5 to go.
Missouri getting set for a line change. And a swat inside by Seifert.
Well, big
near over back by Kirkwood. No whistle.
Coach Alonzo William doing some coaching now down the stretch. Better come back and help her. They got to have numbers on the offensive end.
Here's Millie Perry. 3 is good. 3-point game. 3 threes for Millie Perry. And she has brought Missouri back within 3. Said, I don't want to lay up. I want to knock it down from outside.
Lighter signee. You can see why they signed her. Play inside and outside. Great offensive skills, ball handling. They're going to hand the ball to Kirkwood down the stretch here a little bit. We got a game with 3 minutes to go. It's a 3-point game.
Just over 3 minutes to play, and a steal by Pollier. And that one rattles out. It would have tied this game up at 78 apiece. 3 minutes to go. Running clock. For Kansas, you take your time here on the substitutions.
Macy Wellman had a chance in and out of the cylinder. Great form. Just didn't fall for her. That would have tied us up.
Now you get Mary Grant back on the floor. A little full court pressure being put on by Team Missouri. Now Mary Grant with it. And a timeout is taken by Alonzo Williams, Team Kansas.
Remember, we will stop the clock inside a minute.
All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group. It's coming down to the final minutes. It's been Kansas all throughout. But can Missouri take the lead here late?
And that's what's great about coaching in an all-star game. Most of the kids that you have really good basketball IQ. You're not going through all the scenarios. They've been through most of them. For the most part, you're just talking about keep your poise, know you have defensively, know the clock, pass the ball ahead, and you're probably talking about who's going to be your scorer down the stretch. Sidelines out of bounds play for Kansas.
2:28 to go here in the fourth. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke with you here on the spot, Kansas City 38. One of these girls looking for an all-star moment here in the final minutes.
Oh, good move.
And a nice dribble drive out of the timeout by Shoring out of Blue Valley North.
That's a big goal. It's a two-possession game.
Got to work quick if you're Missouri. And they turn it over. Kansas able to get it to Mary Grant, who gets past 2 defenders. And now Riley Edwards across the timeline for Kansas. Grant drives, a lot of contact, no whistle. Oh, late whistle there is
a real late whistle.
Mary Grant hit the floor.
She hit the floor and got up, and then she realized she got fouled.
So the clock will tick down to a minute here for Mary Grant, who will be heading to Murray State in the fall. Good on the first.
She shoots close to 90%. I think Coach Alonzo Williams knew the out-of-bounds play was set up in case they were going to try to foul. Coach Crawford's talking about how they're going to have to get some quick shots off the next possession.
.119 to play, 1 free throw left for Mary Grant. Senior guard out of Bishop Miege. Kansas leading by 6, a chance to make it 7. And she does just that. 2 for 2 at the line. Missouri looking to move quick. London Parker inside. The lefty knocks it in for 2.
Now they're going to extend their defense.
And a near takeaway. That was Sophie Terry. Unable to corral it. Minute 04 to go.
That ball was up in the air for somebody.
They get it into McCallum. Bringing it across the timeline for Kansas. And off Missouri, it'll stay here with Kansas with 57 seconds to play.
I think Alex Keiser kind of thought it was maybe off her foot, but Kansas spreading the floor of their best ball handlers.
And now Missouri fouls with 45 to play.
Because of the lack of fouls throughout the game, in an all-star game, it gets difficult at this time of the game to get to that one-on-one.
Caleb just dribbling and slicing and dicing through the defense, and she turns it over with 33 seconds left. A little too much dribbling there, Rick.
Yeah, she said, my bad. Dribbled into a trapping zone and lost control.
And Missouri can't hit on the jumper, and Krause is quickly fouled.
Really good move from Parker. I think she thought she got fouled going to the goal. I think she's going to put Alex Krause to the line. Chance for some more points.
Krause good on the first. Kansas has been clutch from the free throw line here down the stretch. Trying to go wire to wire here tonight. 1 for 2 at the line that time. Missouri needs a 3.
Oh, really good pass.
Nice pass. Parker can't hit the layup. And we'll see if Missouri elects to foul. They will. McCallum will shoot 2.
Antles just didn't finish it. Really good pass from London Parker. Faith made a major impact on the Piper girls program after transferring from Bishop Miege High School. All-time leading three-point shooter, all-time most points in one season. She left her mark.
McCallum 1 for 2 at the line. Couch for 3. Missouri looking for one final shot before the buzzer. And that one's off the mark, and Kansas takes this one 84-77. Alex Krause led the way for Kansas.
Kansas team really happy, really celebrating together as a team. Kansas coaching staff. It's a game they'll always remember.
Look at Becker and Schaefer, both played well here tonight for Kansas. There's a look at the Kansas huddle. And your player of the game, number 10, Alex Krause.
Shouldn't surprise anybody. 5 threes, Alex Krause.
5 threes led the way. Kansas goes wire to wire and takes down Missouri.
The two MVPs.
And there's London Parker for Team Missouri.
They want their picture taken there. The Referee Association does that every year. They represent, give a plaque to the MVP for both teams.
Lonzo Williams and company gets it done here tonight. Here's a look at the night for Alex Krause. She got off to 10 points to start the game, 3 triples from about the same spot. She also did on the defensive side of the floor what that did for McCallum.
They really played team ball, spread the floor, kicked it around, took advantage of the three-point line early.
Player of the game is right there. Number 10, Alex Krause.
Stephen F. Austin got a good one. Aquinas High School, 3-year starter. Coach Etzel said he's never had a player work as hard as her.
Well, game one, Rick, was a good one. Kansas led the entire way, but Missouri battled back there in the second half. Just couldn't quite get the game back to tied up. But Kansas takes it here tonight. Player of the game is Alex Krause. For Rick Zeke, Tanner Collins, thanks to our production staff, Sean Belden, for getting us up and going on the spot. Kansas City 38. The boys tip off next, but for now it's Alex Krause in Team Kansas. They take game one here tonight.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
In the quiet rhythm of the hall,
How you doing, man?
every step carries a story.
We've been practicing all week. You got this, all right? Got it. All right.
You're more than ready for this.
Every challenge you face is met with a presence that says,
Let's figure this out together.
I've got you. You're stronger than you know, and when you walk through these halls, remember, you don't have to carry it alone.
Different journeys, same support.
And one UMKC community.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those who will have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, we wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
We're Bug Bros, and we're bringing our crazy appy guarantee to Kansas City. Free spot treatments, on-time arrivals, and 100% money-back guarantee. Kansas City, join the Crazy Appy Club.
Unsightly furniture, we've got you covered.
Messy basements? No problem.
What about play sets?
Of course.
These guys will take anything.
That's why I call it junking. We got bigger trucks, and our prices are better.
Junk King, bigger trucks, better prices.
Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Tanner Collins alongside Hall of Fame head coach Rick Zeke. Rick, that was quite the game one there on the girls' side. Kansas coming away with the win. We got a good one coming up next here with the boys.
Well, this is what people come to see. They want to see the athleticism and the skills of the boys, the best 30 boys in greater Kansas City. And again, what I think is really neat, you got 4A, 5A, 6A players. The 4A players are trying to prove that they can play with the 6A. The 6A players are trying to prove to the 4A that there's a big difference.
There's both teams getting loose down there on the floor. Rick, how about Team Kansas there on the girls' side? It's tough to lead a game the entire way, and Missouri really battled back, but good job of Kansas holding composure there down the stretch.
And hit some free throws down the stretch. And again, I thought throughout the game that maybe the superior play of the Kansas guards, not only just hitting shots, but making some really good decisions on the break and kicking the ball to the open player, probably made the difference.
There's a look at Team Missouri. There's Oak Park teammates Josh Corey and Adam Tanner back-to-back. And they're going to be coming up next here on the spot, KC38. You will not want to miss it. We got a slam dunk contest. The night is just getting started. We'll be right back.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
In the quiet rhythm of the hall,
How you doing, man?
every step carries a story.
We've been practicing all week. You got this, all right?
Got it.
All right.
You're more than ready for this.
Every challenge you face is met with a presence that says,
Let's figure this out together.
I've got you. You're stronger than you know, and when you walk through these halls, remember, you don't have to carry it alone.
Different journeys, same support.
And one UMKC community.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those who will have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, we wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
We're Bug Bros, and we're bringing our crazy appy guarantee to Kansas City. Free spot treatments, on-time arrivals, and 100% money-back guarantee. Kansas City, join the crazy appy club.
Unsightly furniture, we've got you covered.
Messy basements? No problem.
What about play sets?
Of course.
These guys will take anything.
That's why I call it junking. We got bigger trucks, and our prices are better.
Junking, bigger trucks, better prices.
Welcome back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School for the 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group. Game one complete. Team Kansas off to a 1-0 start. Now we turn the tail to the boys' side as we take a look at our players to watch, sponsored by McCarthy Auto Group. For Missouri, Rick, it's number 14, Matt Hawkins, out of Pembroke High School.
Well, Mav turned with the staff, he turned the program around at Pembroke Hill. He was a DiRenna finalist, four-year starter for Pembroke, averaged 23 points a game. He's going to the SEC for Vanderbilt. Just an excellent player, great kid, class president, just about a major, major impact on that program.
So we got 4 quarters of basketball. We got a slam dunk contest that'll get going at halftime, and in that dunk contest will be Matt Hawkins out of Pembroke Hill, Trey Paulding out of Lee Summit North, Cam Love out of Olathe North, and Reese Rydell out of Mill Valley. You won't want to miss the slam dunk contest at halftime. Our player to watch on the Kansas side, Rick, is Reese Rydell out of Mill Valley.
Well, Reese is the 2026 DiRenna winner, which means he, by coaches throughout the city, he was the best player for 2026. Washburn signee, really led Mill Valley all year to a Sunflower League championship. He was a player of the year in maybe the toughest league throughout the city. 18 points a game, 6'4". He can absolutely do it all. You're going to love watching him. He controls the tempo of the game. He can score inside. He certainly can score outside.
There's a look at Reese Rydell for Team Kansas. There's a look at the Vanderbilt commit, Mav Hawkins, who we got to watch earlier on in the season, dropped 24 points right here on the spot, Kansas City 38.
The thing about Mav, that's why he can probably be playing the SEC. 6'5". He's a physical kid. He's athletic.
A little windmill dunk.
Like Tanner said, he's going to be in the slam dunk. loves the game of basketball and knows most of the players on the Kansas side, so he was really excited to play this basketball game tonight.
Gonna see high flyers left and right. We saw a ton of defense in the girls' game that just concluded. Rick, what do you think? A little bit less of a defensive-minded group here in the second game?
Usually an offensive game, pure offensive game, and every player wants to show their offensive talents in the open floor. I'm just looking at my grandkids right now, ball boy Graham and Parker, so the teams don't run them over there. They're so excited to represent our game tonight and be the ball boys. So you never know what kind of kids or little kids are looking up to all these star athletes.
We have all kinds of college commits will be calling here tonight, but how about the local products, Rick? Got some 3 Ruse commits we're going to see here tonight. Cam Love, Josh Corey, and a shooter out of Benton that we talked about earlier in Lincoln Goodwin.
Well, if you haven't seen Lincoln Goodwin, he's as good as anybody out here on both teams. He could really score it. One of the leading scorers ever at Benton, a UMKC, like you said, signee, 22 points a game, 5 rebounds. He led Benton to their first 30-win season in the history of the school, which has a great tradition.
There's a look at the Missouri side in the black and gold. As both teams will get set for starting lineups.
At this time, they're honoring Ryan McCarthy and his father for being the presenting sponsor for the DiRenna All-Star Game this year. Because of his generosity, it makes all this possible. So with Larry House, Tony Savella.
It's a big watch Larry House has on that right wrist.
Yeah. They're going to present him with some tops and some uniforms with that McCarthy Auto and the DiRenna on the front, McCarthy Auto on the back. So the McCarthy Auto Group. Thank you, Ryan, your family, you, and your whole group.
Truly a special night, Rick. Bring all these top players together for one last night. Just to all the sponsors.
Yeah, and I'd like to tell the players it's a true honor to play, and there's a lot of kids that are up in that bleachers that paid $5 that would love to be down there playing right now. Big basketball family. Ryan was a really good player at St. Thomas Aquinas, so he's on his home court. His dad had really instrumental for high school basketball for many years here in Kansas City. So thank you, Ryan McCarthy and the McCarthy Auto Group.
Now both teams will be introduced after the McCarthy Auto Group recognition out on center floor.
One of the things you're going to see that's going to be very interesting, you've got guys like Jacob Miller and Philip Nadeau from Missouri side and Drake DeBond from the Kansas side. These are all football players. DeBond going to Iowa State as a tight end, Jacob Miller as a defensive end for Northwestern. You're going to have some big bodies in there to go along with all these skilled guards.
Let's look at McNeil out of Lee Summit. Blaine Marshall out of Blue Spring South. And then number 14, Mav Hawkins out of Pembroke Hill. Wearing number 15 is Antonio Fowler out of Winnetonka.
He led Winnetonka to one of their best seasons ever.
Cohen Robinson out of Rockhurst.
One of the best teams ever at Rockhurst, led by Cohen.
How about Josh Corey out of Oak Park, committed to the Kansas City Roos, along with Lincoln Goodwin. Back-to-back Roo commits. There's a lot of buzz here in Kansas City, Rick. You get Mark Turgeon in for his first year with Kansas City. He's already got these local products, staying home.
And I think everybody in Kansas City is excited. And that was the first thing he wanted to do, sign some area talent, and he got him.
There's Jake Willman out of North Kansas City. And Philip Nadeau out of Oak Grove. Eric Bianca out of Smithville, Marcus Johnson, Lincoln Prep, Jay Jones, Van Horn, Reggie Morris, Raytown South, the 4 coaches here tonight for Team Missouri. On the Kansas side, wearing number 2 is Sam Simmons Jr. out of Olathe North.
You're going to love watching him. Gatorade Player of the Year in Kansas. A Richmond commit.
CJ Dusan out of Blue Valley North. Wearing number 10 is Elliott Berry Jr. out of Washington. There's Malachi Buckner out of Olathe West. DJ Jackson out of Piper.
Another UMKC commit.
Back-to-back Blue Valley Northwest products. McGidby and Fritz. 24 Cooper Carr out of Baldwin High School.
4A Player of the Year. State champion Baldwin.
Kevin Groover out of Bonner Springs. 32 is Ben Allen out of Shawnee Mission South. And then player to watch, Reese Rydell out of Mill Valley. Cam Love, Olathe North, another KC Roo commit. So 4 Roos playing here tonight. And rounding out the lineup is Greg DeBon out of Shawnee Mission South. The coaches for Team Kansas, Brett McFall out of Shawnee Mission South, Drew Goover out of Bonner Springs, John McFall out of Shawnee Mission South, and Jeff Evans out of Bonner Springs.
Legendary John McFall, Hall of Famer. Well over 50 years coaching high school basketball in Kansas City. He's done a lot for high school basketball.
There's the 2 teams. Tip-off is just moments away here on the spot. Kansas City 38.
Well, you got members on the Kansas side from Olathe South. You got Groover from Bonner Springs, the 5A champion, and you got Cooper Carr from Baldwin. You got the 4A state champion. So you have the 6A, 5A, and 4A players of the year on the Kansas side. You got members from Rockers. You got members from Blue Springs South. Blaine Marshall. You got a lot of these kids that led their high school teams to one of their best seasons ever.
2 teams meet in the center, and we're going to have some fun here on the spot. Kansas City 38. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke. Cam Love out the tip for Kansas. Trey Paulding out for Missouri. And the 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game is underway. Team Missouri with the opening possession, led by Matt Hawkins.
If you have never seen Adam Canner, number 2, get ready. He's an excellent player, 3-year starter for Oak Park. You're going to see a lot of that. Man plays above the rim.
An early lob for Hawkins. Falls short. And looking for a chase down block. An easy 2 for Sam Simmons Jr.
6A Player of the Year.
Hawkins left wide open out top, and he splashes home a triple.
That was NBA range. He's got unlimited range.
Here's Cam Love, dribble drive with the left hand.
Olathe South to Olathe North to Olathe North. Simmons.
Adam Tanner pulls up, rattles out. Look at Cam Love soaring for the rebound. And see him in the slam dunk contest at halftime. Hawkins with the rebound. Team Missouri brings it up the floor, trailing by 1 here in the opening minutes. Off the mark that time on the 3. And the rebound goes to Rodriguez. Cam Love fouled. That'll stay here with Team Kansas.
Referees are going to realize real quick there's going to be a little bit different pace in this one compared to the 6 o'clock game.
Here's Lincoln Goodwin out of Benton High School up in St. Joe. Sam Simmons Jr. thought about the three, and now he'll take it on Adam Tanner, and it misses short. Cam Love with the steal. He's going to take it all by himself. Doesn't get the layup to fall, and the rebound falls to Trey Paulding. But Kansas gets it right back. Sloppy start here in the opening minutes. Both teams trying to settle in here.
I think both coaches were talking about too much dribble.
And there's a three from Rodriguez out of Blue Valley.
Rodriguez is going to Mo West. 13.5 points per game.
So a quick 7-3 start for Team Kansas. Sam Simmons Jr. out of Olathe North will bring it up the floor. Now Malachi Buckner with it out top, kicks to Cam Love. He'll try a three from way downtown, and that's an air ball. Now Adam Tanner out of Oak Park.
Little weave action.
Hawkins inside with a two-handed flush.
You see the athleticism off a 6'5" body.
Hawkins has all 5 points here early on for Team Missouri.
Oh, good idea from Simmons.
See the speed of Adam Tanner. Number 2 for Team Missouri out of Oak Park.
He's had a great career at Oak Park. Don't look at his size, just look at his heart.
Nice inbounds play and an easy 2 for Ben Allen. Here's Goodwin. Driving in, floating, and knocking it off the glass, and a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
He can really fill it up. You said he's a UMKC signee, 4A Player of the Year, MVP, numerous tournaments, over 22 points a game.
Shoot one more at the free throw line. Benton High School. Free throw is good. And Lincoln Goodwin will take a seat. DJ Jackson out on the floor for Kansas out of Piper. Substitutions on both sides. Josh Corey out on the floor for Team Missouri out of Oak Park. Say Caston out of Park Hill.
Really, it's a second set of 5s going out there. It takes a while to get comfortable.
But that fade away from the Shawnee Mission North product.
Alex Caceres, he really turned the program around at North. He's been a consistent scorer for them, well over 15 points a game.
Josh Corey dumps it down for Carson Bjorn. Right wing 3, too strong. And the rebound to Zach Fritz. Here's the first look at DJ Jackson out of Piper High School. Nice move inside, reverse layup for 2.
DJ can really move around the goal, can really finish strong.
Risky pass, stays here with Team Missouri. Kevin Sullivan with it. Toe on the line, Robinson unable to hit. Three is up by Barry Jr., too strong. Both teams struggling from long range here early on. How about that step through inside, bringing Missouri back within 3.
Non-stop pace, just keep pushing it. Sullivan's a KU football signee. Fills that lane up for successful program at Rockers all year.
And a swat from behind. Nice defensive play by Reese Rydell out of Mill Valley. And a nice finish on the other end from Zach Fritz. See the defensive presence from Reese Rydell inside. Josh Corey strong on the three. Rydell with the rebound. Looking for DJ Jackson. The pass a little too far out in front. We'll take a break. 4:51 to play here in the first. Kansas with a 5-point lead.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
We're Bug Bros, and we're bringing our crazy appy guarantee to Kansas City. Free spot treatments, on-time arrivals, and 100% money-back guarantee. Kansas City, join the crazy appy club.
Welcome to Compy's, where Kansas City gets its gear. Have an idea you want brought to life? That's our specialty. Get custom designs for teams, businesses, schools, and events. We also offer a full store of ready-to-wear gear, packed with designs for game day and everyday wear, including KC Red and Blue, KC Fire Department, Italian and Irish collections, and so much more. And if you're not sure if we have it, give us a call. We'll help you custom make it. You can visit us in-store or shop online. Gear up with Compy's.
Unsightly furniture, we've got you covered.
Messy basements? No problem.
What about play sets?
Of course.
These guys will take anything.
That's why I call it junking. We got bigger trucks, and our prices are better.
Junk King, bigger trucks, better prices.
The 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, Compy's, UMKC Men of Character Academy, Junk King, Hasty Awards, and by UMKC First Gen Roo. Welcome back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Tanner Collins happy to be alongside Hall of Fame head coach Rick Zeke. Team Kansas off to a 15-10 start.
Well, we saw a lot of threes early, similar to the girls' game. You know, when the pressure's on you, you want to back off pressure, so that's why they're going to shoot the three just like right there. When teams settle in and start shooting close to the goal, play inside out, it becomes an easier game to watch.
Both teams have struggled from the perimeter here early on. Josh Corey gets swatted inside, but a foul underneath. Josh Corey will shoot two.
Really good look from Cohen Robinson. Some substitutions here.
Josh Corey at the line will shoot two out of Oak Park. First free throw is off the back iron.
Very successful program at Oak Park. Like you said, he's going to UMKC, who they won out on the recruiting, 17 points a game, state champions last year.
Corey 1 of 2 at the line.
CJ Dusin, Blue Valley North point guard.
Cooper Carr to Baldwin. Kicks it to Bond. Team Missouri with the takeaway. And a nice finish on the other side by Philip Nadeau.
Oak Grove High School, Nebraska Kearney signee. One of the top 4A players throughout the season.
Kansas continues to struggle from long range. Not that time. Philip Nadeau, or Drake Dubon rather, out of Shawnee Mission South.
He's
knocks down a three.
He's their stopper. He's the Iowa State tight end.
Future Cyclone. Will fade away, too strong. Rebound to Cooper Carr. Foul called on Team Missouri. Team Kansas leading 18-13 here in the first quarter. DiRenna All-Star Game brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. Dribble drive from the outside. DJ Dussarme out of Blues Valley North.
He put it over Jacob Miller. Jacob Miller is a Penny High School star. Born in Northwestern, played football, but he really filled up the score. Scoring column, rebounding column, assist column, one of the top players throughout the state of Missouri.
It'll stay here with Team Missouri. McNeil, the trigger out of Lee Summit.
Both teams are taking difficult shots. Not that one. Those are the ones you want to shoot right there. Uncontested layups by moving the ball, passing the ball.
Missouri looking to settle in offensively. Just 13 points here in the first quarter.
Really, Kansas has got their feet down, moving their feet, hands active, making it very difficult to get to the basket.
Well, Rick, we thought we were going to get a high-scoring game, and we got a low-scoring game here in the first quarter.
Well, they didn't really take good shots, most of them from the threes. I have a feeling they're going to heat up here real quick after both teams get real comfortable. We got 1 minute to play.
Another chase down offensive rebound by Groover.
5A Player of the Year, state champion Bonner Springs.
Good looking jumper there from McGibney out of Blue Valley Northwest.
McGibney's a Central Missouri State signee.
Good body control there by Blaine Marshall out of Blue Springs South.
Led Blue Springs South all year. Leading scorer.
Good find. Opposite corner. Three is short. A putback jam from Drake DeVaughn.
Showed his athleticism.
One final look.
I don't think I'd want to tackle him if he caught that ball running.
I'm getting out of the way. Team Missouri looking for one last shot to end the frame. A lot of contact inside. No whistle. Let him play. It's the All-Star game.
.04. Let's see if the out-of-bounds plays work.
Just enough time to get a shot up. And the Team Missouri will not. Kansas 26, Missouri 15. Second quarter is coming up next here inside at St. Thomas High School. How about this dunk, Rick?
I mean, he's not going to forget this one. Neither are the fans. He just came right up. Really good, athletic young man.
That looked like you back in the day, Rick.
Oh yeah, yeah. That might have been an air ball that he caught off. I called it a pass back then, but he's happy. Everybody's happy for him. That's what's great about the All-Star games. Some of the kids you know, some of the kids you walk out of there with friends for life, just being together for 3 nights, celebrating not just your state, for your team.
So look at Team Missouri. Rick, 15 points there in the first quarter. What can Missouri improve upon here in the second frame?
Well, they got to hit shots. I think Coach probably talking a little bit about what kind of shot selection. A lot of contested threes, off-balance shots.
Got the original starters back out on the floor. Lincoln Goodwin can really shoot it. Number 24 there for Team Missouri. He had 3 points there in the first quarter. Had the and one.
Yeah, he needs to get into the flow of the game, and you're going to see his skills come about.
Sam Simmons Jr. will get the opening possession here in the second quarter. Started for Team Kansas. Step back three, splashes home for Rodriguez. His second
three. Going to Missouri Western.
MIAA Conference. Hawkins back on the floor for Team Missouri. Led the way with 5 points in the first quarter. Nearly with a steal. Stays here with Team Kansas. Back-to-back trays. largest lead for Kansas, up 17. That time it was Ben Allen.
Johnson County JUCO signee, 15 points a game. One of the leaders on one of the top teams all year, Shawnee Mission South, led by Brett McFall.
Cam Love called for the personal, but you see the athleticism Cam Love has, making havoc there on the layup attempt from Jake Willman. North Kansas City.
Big part of their success this year with Ed Fritz.
Short on the first.
Excellent kid.
Well, Rick, this is very similar to how the girls' game got started. Kansas got off to a big lead in the first half, but Team Missouri in that girls' game nearly came all the way back. Looks to be the same tale here in the nightcap.
Yeah, that three-point shot makes a big difference in an all-star game.
The lob up. Oh. The flush not there for Rodriguez. Here comes Lincoln Goodwin. Just good ball movement, an easy two-handed jam for Trey Paulding.
And you're going to see Trey in that slam dunk contest. Really good look. Trey's going to Drexel. Led Lee Summit North all year with 17 points.
Sam Simmons Jr. can't knock in the three. 14-point lead for Team Kansas. Adam Tanner thought about the three and turns it over. Oh, look at that dribble behind the back from Buckner. Cam Love nearly with the follow. Adam Tanner kicks. Lefty layup is good for Jake Willman.
That's Tanner's game. Adam Tanner can really make great decisions on the break. Get it to the right people.
Four-year varsity player out of Oak Park. That one deflects out of play. It'll stay here with Team Kansas. And you're going to see a little more of Trey Paulding here at halftime.
Yeah.
Assist, he can get up, high flyer.
Assist Goodwin. Brought the two defenders to him. This is a matchup, Simmons against Tanner.
They'll kick to Rodriguez. Strong on the three. Another offensive rebound for Kansas. Quick shot. Hawkins with the rebound. Kicks ahead to Paulding. The pass too far out in front. You see the speed there of Sam Simmons Jr.
Yeah, you're not going to get too many balls. You're not going to outrun Simmons.
Cam Love inside for an easy two. He can move.
Good looking athlete.
Hawkins with another easy two. Hasn't even broken a sweat yet.
No. Missouri's kind of just shooting the three outside, lack of movement. You can see how the games went to a one-on-one situation on both ends early.
Good looking fadeaway there by Cam Love, unable to get the shooter's touch. See if Lincoln Goodwin can get a look here outside. Step back three, wide right. Kansas with a full court pass, and it's out of bounds. In hockey, that'd be icing. In basketball, it's a turnover. Missouri will take possession back, down 12.
We got a good crowd here. Everybody's excited to see the 30 of the best players in Kansas City. Kansas, Missouri. Kansas up 12.
Substitutions on both sides, as you will see all night long. Nice finish.
That's probably where they need to get to. They got more size in there, more bulk, play a little bit high-low. Just get in front of the rim.
Reese Riedel back out on the floor for Team Kansas. Riedel working out top. Riedel rather turns it over. Team Missouri looking to cut this one back to single digits.
Little Rockers pick and roll there with Cohen and Sullivan.
Good pump and kick.
Oh, good.
Corey underneath, able to get it to fall.
That was a good catch.
And Team Kansas will take a timeout with 6:40 to play here in the second. First timeout used by Team Kansas, leading 34-26.
You got the Kansas staff, you got John and Brett McFall, but you got Drew Groover, Jeff Evans, but Coach Drew Groover led Bonner Springs to their second 5A state championship in the history of the school. So he could probably run for mayor right now. It was great having him and his son last night on the stage together, both acknowledging being an all-star and being a coach that's recognized by the other coaches. Bonner Springs, and they're going to be good next year again. They got a lot of good players coming back.
Let's look at the Kansas bench. Out of the timeout, their first taken here in the first half. Missouri cut the deficit back to 8. DJ Jackson up the floor for Team Kansas, who will head to play here for the Kansas City Roos next fall.
Turnover, Kansas.
Quick step back, pull up jumper, falls short.
For Caston out of Park Hill.
And another turnover by Team Kansas. Josh Corey up the floor. 4 straight points for Josh Corey out of Oak Park.
Quickly cut it to 6.
5:46 to play. Nearly 3 consecutive turnovers.
Not a lot of ball movement.
Riedel thought about the 3 from way out. Kicks it in. Layup rattles out. Back up the floor comes Josh Corey. Driving all the way in with the left hand. Falls short. No whistle. Riedel for 3. Knocks it in.
Really skilled from the perimeter also. Going to Washburn University. 2026 DiRenna winner.
Riedel looking to take it all by himself. Probably a whistle in a normal game, not here in the All-Star game here tonight.
I think I saw the referee just nod at him, like get down the other end. Then you got Sullivan shooting the 3. Sullivan averaged 12 points a game. Played for 3 years for Rockers High School and Coach Billy Thomas, Eddie Ryan Award winner.
Here's Riedel. Fade away. Short. Back threes. Kevin Sullivan is filling it up. Missouri back within 3 with 4:08 to play. Kevin Sullivan back-to-back trays. And we got a good one here. 4 minutes to go until halftime.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
In the hustle and bustle of university life, it's easy to feel lost and alone. But then a hand, quiet yet powerful, a gesture that says you're not on your own, a fist bump and a smile unlocking something deeper. The map no longer reads heavy, belonging no longer feels out of reach. Someone sees you, someone's been there, and when that moment arrives, you realize,
Around here, no one walks alone.
one handoff becomes a movement.
At Compass Financial Resources, we help individuals and families looking to take control of their financial future, to find clarity and confidence in the decisions that matter most. We are grateful for the clients who put their trust in us and excited to meet those who will have the privilege to help next. From all of us at Compass Financial Resources, We wish all of you a wonderful 2026.
Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke. Rick, how about back-to-back threes for Kevin Sullivan to pull Missouri back within 3?
Well, you got a football player knocking home the threes, and the athletes out there saying, what's going on here? And he's having the time of his life. So he's brought him within 3. Kansas had kind of going dry a little bit. Again, their shot selection and their spacing isn't real good right now. Really good defense by Goodwin.
Good contested jumper. Another look from outside, and that one falls for McGivney.
Kelly
Gruber.
5A player of the year, state champion. Really has some skills offensively.
And Blaine Marshall working here for Team Missouri. Dumps it inside for an easy 2 for Jacob Miller. Nice rebound from Blaine Marshall out of Blue Spring South.
Oh,
nice offense from Team Missouri. Tied up at 40.
Antonio Fowler, Winnetonka.
Missouri looking to take back the lead, and they'll have a chance here. 2:30 to play till halftime.
You haven't seen Kansas really put it on the floor yet to go to the hole.
This second group for Team Missouri has pulled their squad back into this one. Fadeaway goes down for Antonio Fowler.
Looked like he went in there a pass and said, why would I look to pass when I can shoot it over both defenders?
Another 3 goes down for Kellen Gruber. He can fill it up from long range.
He can really score it. You were right. He can really shoot it.
And a near takeaway. Great hustle. Gruber thought about the dunk and missed the layup. We'll call it an assist. There for the follow was Cooper Carr.
Well, the whole bench stood up laughing, so he's got to remind him he had 2 threes before that.
Nice 10-footer put in by McNeil out of Lee Summit High School. And nearly a chase down steal by Marshall. The layup is short. Three nearly tied this one up at 45 apiece. Possession back to Kansas. Jacob Miller called for the personal.
There's another wide body there. You put Sullivan and you put Miller in there at the same time. They're going to fill up that lane a little bit.
Kansas starting to fill it up, heating up from long range. That time it was Cooper Carr.
Yeah, 4A player of the year. Cooper's done about everything you can do for a school. He put Baldwin on a map. Northwest Missouri State signee, another MIAA.
McNeil caught in the air, nowhere to go with it. Kansas can hold for one last shot, but they turn it over. Stolen away by Foot. They do.
On it.
They do. Will try a 3 wide open, and he knocks it home.
Phillip is a Nebraska Kearney signee, averaging 18 points a game, one of the top players in 4A. We got 5 seconds to play.
3 is short. Missouri with one final heave at the buzzer. It was right on line, right hand of Blaine Marshall. As we hit halftime, 48-45, a 3-point lead for Kansas. Rick, Team Missouri, a nice job there in the second quarter after trailing by 9.
Yeah, they really got to their groove, getting the ball down on a fast break, kicking the ball around, finding the open threes. But more important, they went toward the basket, scored at the goal, And if they were denied at the goal, they kicked it out and had wide open threes. So that's a big part of all-star games, how smart you're going to play.
Well, Rick, now we turn the tail to the slam dunk contest. Participants: Matt Hawkins out of Pembroke, Trey Paulding out of Lee Summit North, Cam Love out of Olathe North, and Reese Riedel out of Mill Valley. Who's your pick, Rick? Who you got?
Well, I think I got to go with Cam Love, just from his athleticism. But you see Corbin Allen there. They try to get some celebrities there to be a judge for the DiRenna All-Star Slam Dunk Contest for 2026. Jamie Koselak there with Jung King.
Corbin Allen, red shirt for the Kansas Jayhawks this past season. Oak Park High School.
We've had some great dunks, Tanner, in the past. I mean, some unbelievable dunks, some unbelievable athletes. Jumping over people, jumping over chairs. I mean, it's Steve Cassidy's going to run it. Steve's been doing this for years for the Coaching Association. I think they're introducing the judges here. In the past, sometimes judges would get booed. The crowd just didn't agree with the total. Let the dunks begin. Jamie Koselak, Junk King, Bug Bros, he's got it on the market now. Played at Bishop Miege for Coach Zeke. Football and basketball star. Looks like Mav's taking charge over here. Not only athleticism, it's creativity in these things.
Looks like Cam Love will get set to go first.
Coach Cassidy's trying to explain the rules. I believe this year they're going to put a time limit. In the past, we've had dunkers miss 3 or 4. I think they're going to put a time limit on them this year. Good crowd here tonight at St. Thomas Aquinas High School for the 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game, and now a slam dunk.
Cam Love goes first. Be heading to play for the Kansas City Roos next fall. A lot of communication going down there on the floor. Going for a little between the legs.
Yeah.
Idea is there. Execution.
That's why we need it. We were going to put a time limit on it because in the past we've had somebody might take 4 or 5 of those. You can see the scoreboard. Slam dunk contest, McCarthy Auto Group. Oh.
Cam Love unable to hit on the dunk attempts.
There's Vic Williams there. Vic went into the Hall of Fame. Great player from Wyandotte High School.
Oh, how about that jam? Trey Paulding
showed some power, athleticism. Drexel signee.
One attempt.
Lee Summit North High.
Off the glass, and another behind the back, no look slam.
Showing some creativity there. His dad was a MU star.
Now back to a solo dunk here. Off the glass, nearly a double touch.
He knows his time's running.
He's going for the double touch on the right side of the glass, and that time executed to perfection.
He's happy with it.
3 tremendous dunks from Trey Paulding.
He's happy with that round 1 dunk.
That'll be Reese Riedel's turn. The lefty with the windmill.
Showing a little power.
Washburn commit. Bunch of 9s up on the board.
Got a lot of cameras underneath there, Tanner. Trying to get that perfect shot.
Little 360. That one rattles out. Now Riedel will reset. Spinning. Rims out again. Third time's the charm.
Time's running, so he needs to get some points here. He said, I'm done. I'm done.
So now it'll be Mav Hawkins to round out the 4 dunk contestants.
He's a quick jumper, Mav is. He's explosive.
Little windmill dunk there. Nice start for Hawkins.
Son of Jeff Hawkins, KU Stars, coach of Pembroke Hill. One of the best young coaches in Kansas City.
That time going for a between the legs jam.
See his dad over there on the baseline.
Well, after the first round, you can almost just hand this to Trey Paulding. Put on the best show there in round 1.
Looks like it might be Hawkins and Paulding maybe in round 2. Cam Love's back up. He's bringing some buddies out there. He's going to jump over them. Here we go.
Little Nate Robinson throwback. This time it's Cam Love.
Spread them legs out and hang on the rim. Here we go.
He can fly.
He said, stay there. I'm going to finish this one.
Cam Love over 2.
And those are 2 guys that are 6'7".
There's some 10s.
There's a 10. He's got new life. Round 2.
that windmill dunk from Cam Love. Better showing here in round 2.
He's getting some 9s and 10s on that one.
Now round 2 for Trey Paulding. Makes it look easy.
He's explosive. 6-7. Yes, he does make it look easy. He's going to rack up another one in this time period.
He's 100% from the field. Just hand him the trophy.
God, he does so quickly. Knows what he wants, what he does. Smiling the whole way. Feeling pretty confident here. That's his Jordan free throw line dunk to end it. Well, we got Reese is plotting something here. Sam Simmons. He almost Reese had his head snapped back.
Sam Simmons there, tossing it off the glass. Try it a third time. Rim rejected.
He's going to try it again.
Riedel's ready into the second half at this point. He's rim rejected for a 4th time.
Just can't get that ball over the rim. Anxious to see. Oh, Mav's got his dad here. Oh, off the side of the backboard.
There you go, a little creativity.
His dad, Jeff, was a great player at Sumner High School. Went on and played for the Jayhawks. I think Matt's blaming it on his dad like normal. Most kids do.
That one's on Dad.
Hey, Dad, you're getting worse. I think Coach Hawkins just said, let's try the other goal. Well, that was a good one. He just didn't finish it.
Tying up the final numbers down on the floor.
Coach Cassidy's running the show.
give the win to Cam Love. They did not make it clear who took the win. My guess would be Paulding, but it looked like Cam Love's the winner.
He's getting the interview with Tony Savella.
Let's take a look at the dunk package from 2026. A nice reverse from Paulding. Riedel. How about Hawkins windmill? Cam Love jumping over two. Well, Rick, what'd you think?
Well, people like to see it. I think at least the practices I was at, they didn't practice them. You know, it's something that they're not prepared for, so they kind of drum it up at the spur of the moment type deal. But people like to see it. They have a lot of fun doing it. Now they're going to settle into the second half of this basketball game.
Both teams getting their warm-up shots before the second half gets underway.
Really good crowd tonight here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Want to thank St. Thomas for the hospitality, for the gym use, the auditorium yesterday. Everything's been great.
Cam Love, slam dunk winner. Bet Coach Turgeon is watching.
I'm sure he is. This guy's almost starting five right out here.
Final buzzer sounds.
Well, I think everybody now has got their feet wet, and they're going to start really trying to, you know, play together as a team. Now you got to think about the outcome. You know, how can we win? What can I do to help us win?
Yeah, Rick, let's take a look at some first half highlights brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group.
Great ball movement. When you swing from side to side, you're going to get open looks like that, and Matt Hawkins knocks it home.
Yeah, Hawkins had 5 early points, kind of got Missouri off the snide early on offensively. Then they had some nice work in the paint as well. That was Jacob Miller for Team Missouri. A nice fade away from Antonio Fowler. And on the other side for Kansas, it was a very balanced approach. There was the lefty Riedel who knocked in the corner triple.
After a good penetration and pitch, Cooper.
And the defense
Groover.
as well.
Groover hit 2 late threes. Really good hustle. You got Groover here who misses it, and then they chase it home with Carr.
We gave him the assist.
That's really good basketball there for Cooper Carr to knock it home. The 4A Player of the Year, state champion Baldwin.
Slam dunk contest complete. Third quarter action moments away here on the spot, Kansas City 38. I think we might get a Lincoln Goodwin show here out of the third.
Yeah, I think coaches now are still going to stay with their rotation. Then they get to that fourth quarter. They're going to start really looking at what 5 do we need on the floor to help win this game.
TJ Jackson, the trigger for Team Kansas, who will work right to left here in the second half. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke with you here on the spot, Kansas City 38. 48-45, a 3-point advantage for Team Kansas. How about that step back that rattles out? And you've got Adam Tanner on his heels. I'll bring it up the floor for Team Missouri.
Caceres has some skills offensively, that's for sure.
Hawkins out of the slam dunk contest, knocks down a 3. Maybe he needs to be in the three-point contest.
He starts the second half like he did the first. Big three-pointer, ties it up.
DJ Jackson driving in, layup too strong. And Kansas back up too.
Pauling with the block shot.
I haven't seen Adam Tanner take a shot attempt yet here tonight. Nice rebound by DJ Jackson. Kansas leads by 2, opening minutes of the second half. A takeaway by Hawkins. Windmill slam.
He didn't need his dad to throw that up on the side. He just showed us how he can do it.
Riedel inside, fouled by Lincoln Goodwin.
Turnover here in the open floor. Mav picks him. Mav Hawkins brings it home.
He's just showing off.
Saris missed a bunny.
Good defense underneath. It'll stay here with Team Missouri tied at 50.
Especially in an all-star game, everybody's a guard. They want to take the ball down. They want to take the ball down the middle of the lane, make decisions, and they usually do things they're not used to doing. Missed by Adam Tanner. Paulding missed an easy one.
Putback slam off the mark from Riedel. Adam Tanner on the other end. Layup doesn't fall, but Goodwin is there for the follow.
Tanner laid it up there for him on a missed layup. Good hustle by Goodwin, running down the floor and getting an easy 2.
It's going to be a fun player to watch in the Summit League starting next season, and then gets a takeaway on Riedel. First shot attempt from Adam Tanner off the back iron.
You see a lot of teams reaching now, trying to get that steal and get that open look.
See that wingspan. A good win and a steal by Adam Tanner, and he gets it taken right back. Corner 3 is up from Barry Jr., who splashes it in. Nobody back home for Kansas. Matt Hawkins on the other end with the two-handed jam. Nobody back on defense for Kansas. DJ Jackson off on the 3.
Got another one. Deep. Here they come. Oh, good hands. Zach Fritz off the mark.
Back-to-back dunks for Team Missouri. Adam Tanner, layup off. Good one.
He gets rewarded.
Look at those bunnies. Matt Hawkins, where were these dunks in the slam dunk contest?
Yeah, he needed it.
We saw Sullivan here heat up from 3 in the first half. Back out on the floor for Team Missouri. Here's Josh Corey out of Oak Park. Sullivan, 3. Off the mark that time. And the rebound to Kevin Gruber, who also got hot from long range in the first half.
We're going to see one from Corey here. Just lay it in and get his 2.
That's where you fake the dunk and lay it in.
Time and score. I used to tell our guys, time and score. Oh, good move.
Nice move inside, an easy finish for McKibney.
McKibney's Central Missouri State.
Sullivan fouled underneath and will shoot 2. Kevin Sullivan out of Rockhurst High School.
He's laughing, saying, I hit my 2 threes and I missed my layup. Going to KU to play football, big part of the Rockers basketball program for the past 3 years. Had a lot to do with their success this year, controlling the paint.
One for 2 at the line. 57-55, 2-point lead for Team Missouri. Another steal. Kansas getting sloppy offensively. Two-handed flush from Robinson out of Rockhurst.
Rockers to Rocker, Sullivan going.
Largest lead now on the night for Team Missouri. Nice defense from Josh Corey, knocks it out of play. It'll stay here with Kansas.
Kansas really has no rhythm offensively right now. I think Coach is going to talk about that a little bit.
5:21 to play here in the third. Missouri leads 59-55. How about another dunk from Team Missouri, and they have their largest lead up 4.
We're Bug Bros, and we're bringing our crazy happy guarantee to Kansas City. Free spot treatments, on-time arrivals, and 100% money-back guarantee. Kansas City, join the Crazy Happy Club.
Unsightly furniture, we've got you covered.
Messy basements? No problem.
What about play sets?
Of course.
These guys will take anything.
That's why I call it junking. We got bigger trucks, and our prices are better.
Junking, bigger trucks, better prices.
Welcome to Compy's, where Kansas City gets its gear. Have an idea you want brought to life? That's our specialty. Get custom designs for teams, businesses, schools, and events. We also offer a full store of ready-to-wear gear, packed with designs for game day and everyday wear, including KC Red and Blue, KC Fire Department, Italian and Irish collections, and so much more. And if you're not sure if we have it, give us a call. We'll help you custom make it. You can visit us in-store or shop online. Gear up with Compy's.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
The 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, Compy's, UMKC Men of Character Academy, Junk King, Hasty Awards, and by UMKC First Gen Roo. Back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Tanner Collins alongside Rick Zeke. Missouri leads by 4, their largest lead tonight. And they get a steal out of the break.
Sullivan leading. Whoa, step through.
Euro step. How about that move? Kevin Sullivan putting on a show.
Putting on it, showing his offensive skills.
Now Kansas looking to get something going offensively. That'll do it there. Nice floater inside by Cooper Carr. Missouri doesn't want to go down twice tonight. The girls already won on the Kansas side.
You know, got sloppy there for a little bit. I think Coach McFall just wanted to say, hey, well, let's sharpen up our game a little bit, play together, quit reaching, get down the floor. You're giving up easy points.
Kansas with a defensive stand. (61-47), 4-point lead for Team Missouri as substitutions are made for both sides. Cam Love back out on the floor, slam dunk winner here tonight.
this is going to be a big 4 minutes, how you close down this third quarter with who you got in, especially with Kansas being down 4.
Foul called on Sam Simmons Jr.
The refs have done an excellent job, a combination on keeping it under control, letting them play.
Jumper short. That was McNeil of Lee Summit. Sam Simmons Jr. spinning. Cam Love inside, gets fouled, and will shoot 2.
Blocked by Nadeau. He didn't agree with the call. I'm sorry, Jacob Miller.
2 shots here for Cam Love.
Jacob going to Northwestern, playing some Big Ten football.
Let's go look at the Kansas uniforms.
DiRenna All-Star Game and McCarthy Auto representing the Kansas All-Stars. Oh, good rebound by Rodriguez.
Nearly a turnover by Team Missouri with 2 minutes to play here in the third. Cam Love with the steal.
They didn't move the ball from side to side.
Sam Simmons Jr. nearly blocked. A nice layup. Tossed that one way up into the air. Nice touch off the glass.
Got a piece of it. 2-point game.
Nice finish on the other end by Philip Nadeau, who's put in some nice minutes. Big fella out of Oak Grove. Nearing the final minute here in the third quarter.
Blaine Marshall with the rebound. Throwing it up to Big Boy.
There he is. Jacob Miller inside.
Shows some athleticism there.
Up the floor for Cam Love for an easy 2.
Those easy buckets come back and haunt you. They're going to get an easy one.
Trading off dunks. Now Missouri will hold for the final shot here in the third. One last look. Cam Love at the buzzer. Rims out. Decent look there to end the third from Cam Love.
Well, you got a 6-point game. Missouri's kind of taking a lead here. A little bit more disciplined at times, but you've got 12 minutes. The coach has got to talk about right now. We're going to look at playing these guys down the stretch. And they got to talk about matchups, team fouls, a lot of things. Now you got to play to win.
67-61, 6-point lead for Missouri heading into the fourth. How about the big guy underneath? Jacob Miller out of Penny High School.
Dominant player at that level. Dominant player. Filled up the stat sheet, had numerous rebounds in the state tournament. 12 one game, I think 16 the next game.
He's got some arms on him too.
Looks like a football player, doesn't he? Yeah, it's a game they won't forget playing in. Just truly an honor. Here we go, 12 minutes to play.
There's Paulding out top for Team Missouri, leading by 6, their largest lead here tonight. Hands it off to Adam Tanner. Mav Hawkins back out on the floor as well.
Pauling's trying to get posted up. They strip him.
3 is up from Barry Jr. He cashes in another. Just the start Team Kansas was looking for to start here in the 4th.
Elliott Perry's hit 2 in the second half. He's really picked him up.
DJ Jackson, 4-3. Tie game at 67 apiece.
Kansas body language really different than Missouri's right now.
Good one, thought about the 3, now takes it in and takes it off the glass and it rattles out.
Good move.
Did everything but go in. Good pass by DJ Jackson and a nice finish from Elliott Berry Jr.
He's really played well. Washington High School, 15 points a game.
Paulding with a big finish. 3-point play opportunity.
And Missouri needed that. Free throw could take the lead for the Missouri. Whoa. Oh, big steal by Mav.
Here's DJ Jackson. Terry Jr.'s been hot. That one doesn't fall. How about the putback? Caceres puts Kansas back up by 2.
He's active. Shawnee Mission North.
Hawkins calling for it. Paulding goes the other way. Nice dump down. Goodwin with the easy 2.
Well, he got rewarded for all the movement. He ran baseline to baseline, then he cut.
71 apiece, 9:30 to play here in the 4th. DJ Jackson will try a 3. That one's off the mark. Mav Hawkins back up the floor. Pull up 10-footer is good.
He's a scorer.
Missouri back up 2. Here's Riedel. Try a 3 from way out. Splashes it in. Kansas back up 1.
One of the things all the coaches said, he's a big-time player with the game on the line.
Tanner drives, kicks, corner 3, Goodwin. Off the mark. That was a great look. Riedel dumps it ahead. Reverse layup, short. Goodwin with the rebound.
Paulding changed the shot there.
Hawkins 3. Yes, sir. He rims it in. Toilet bowls around the rim and drops. Puts Missouri back up 2.
You can see Mav's a scorer.
A lot of contact inside. DJ Jackson will earn a trip to the line to try and tie this one back up at 76. He's going to be a player to watch as he gets started here with the Roos next season. Athletic guard that can get inside, and he's shown his shooting. He's knocked in a couple 3s here tonight. Misses that one on the first free throw attempt.
Yeah, excellent defender right now also. He can post you up offensively.
He's a lot bigger than his true size.
This is a big substitution right now. Both coaches kind of get some guys in here. 7.5 minutes to go. Missouri up 1.
DJ Jackson splits a pair at the line. 76-75, Team Missouri up front. But there's the shooter, Groover, back on the floor for Team Kansas. Quick pull-up three, short.
I think he thinks he got hit
on the
arm. No call. Caston thinks he got hit. Kansas bring it down. Down 1.
Looking to take back the lead on this possession. Groover, 3. Too strong. Gets his own rebound, fires it right back up. It's off the mark. And Josh Corey is there for the rebound.
Jordan picking the dribble up. Sullivan's going to find that line again.
He thought about it. Sullivan gets it right back, working right block. Fades. Good looking stroke, but it rims out. 6 minutes to play here in the 4th.
Oh, man. Really good dish. Drake wasn't ready for it.
Trading off turnovers. It's going to stay here with Missouri, and now they're saying it's Kansas ball. Nobody knows which way it's going.
Steve Moritz with the call.
We'll take a break. Missouri leads 76-75. We got a good one coming down the stretch. Riedel cashes in a 3. We'll be right back.
Hustle and bustle of university life, it's easy to feel lost and alone. But then a hand, quiet yet powerful, a gesture that says you're not on your own. A fist bump and a smile unlocking something deeper. The map no longer reads heavy, belonging no longer feels out of reach. Someone sees you, someone's been there, and when that moment arrives, you realize.
Around here, no one walks alone.
One handoff becomes a movement.
We are McCarthy Auto Group, a family-owned staple in the Kansas City area since 1981. We proudly sponsor organizations that are devoted to improving our communities and empowering our neighbors. McCarthy dealerships and collision centers are built for our customers to create a one-stop destination for all of your automotive needs. We're committed to our community, our team, our vehicles, and most importantly, to you. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome to Compy's, where Kansas City gets its gear. Have an idea you want brought to life? That's our specialty. Get custom designs for teams, businesses, schools, and events. We also offer a full store of ready-to-wear gear, packed with designs for game day and everyday wear, including KC Red and Blue, KC Fire Department, Italian and Irish collections, and so much more. And if you're not sure if we have it, give us a call. We'll help you custom make it. You can visit us in-store or shop online. Gear up with Compy's.
The 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game presented by McCarthy Auto Group is brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group, Compy's, UMKC Men of Character Academy, Junk King, Hasty Awards, and by UMKC First Gen Rue.
I think we need to give.
Welcome back here inside St. Thomas Aquinas High School. Tanner Collins, Rick Zeke here to close out the 4th quarter here on KC Spot 38. How about a Sullivan 3? Too strong. Rick, we got a good one coming down to the wire. Final 5 minutes.
Well, I think both coaching staffs want their best players on the floor, and there's one of them right there, Kellen Groover. He's a state champ. Hit 2 of the biggest shots in the last few minutes against Capon in the history of the school. Oh, great play.
Costly turnover by Team Missouri. Just the start Kansas was looking for out of the timeout.
Oh, turnover by Cooper Carr.
Corey calling for it. A lot of contact, a late whistle. Free throws for Cohen Robinson out of Rockhurst High School.
I think he was telling his teammate he wanted to throw a lob, but he ended up trying to finish it off.
2.
Up to this time, Cohen's uncommitted. 13 points a game, 4-year starter for Rockers.
Give Missouri back the 1-point lead. Just over 4 minutes to play here in the fourth. Kansas led for the opening 2 quarters. Missouri bounced back and took the lead in the third. And now we just have lead changes left and right here in the fourth. That 3 off the mark. Sullivan with the rebound, nearly got it stripped.
Oh,
and then he will get it taken away. And a nice finish on the other side from C.J. Jason. Nice dish and finish from Carson Bjorn.
Really good pass from Colin Robinson.
Substitutions for both sides. Cam Love back on the floor for Team Kansas. Sam Simmons Jr. will take it into Love.
You're going to finish out with this group right here. 3 minutes to play. Missouri up 1.
Top of the key 3 rattles out. The rebound to Philip Nadeau. Here's the Blue Spring South product. Marshall driving. A nice finish through traffic.
Excellent shot by Blaine Marshall.
Kansas off the mark again from 3. Missouri looking to add to the 3-point lead.
Probably better off taking it to the basket a little bit than kicking out.
Blaine Marshall trying to take over. Now with the right wing. Thought about the 3, and that will take it back near the timeline. The big fellow working underneath earns a chance at the line. And Hayrick,
he's tough to handle on that block.
Oh, Kansas will use a timeout to get that clock stopped. I was going to say,
good move.
Timeout.
Good move there.
Running clock until a minute to play.
We're going to see big man Jacob Miller trying to put the ball in the hole. Extend that lead a little bit. Make it a 2-possession game. You can hit those free throws. Coach McFall talking to his Kansas team.
'26 DiRenna All-Star Game brought to you by McCarthy Auto Group. 2:15 to play. Missouri leads 82-79. Final substitutions out on the floor for both sides. 2 shots here for Jacob Miller.
Penny High School, coached by Doug Burnett. Had a great year, 3rd place.
Looking to make this a 2-possession game.
That's a football body. We're going to check out his basketball touch.
1 for 2 at the line. 2-possession game now for Team Missouri. 83-79. How will Team Kansas respond? Simmons Jr. out top. Nearly turns it over. 3 is up and goes down for Ben Allen.
He's hit some big shots in his career. We got 2 minutes to play. Missouri's up 1.
Here's Blaine Marshall out of Blue Springs South. Spinning out of control into the lane. Out of bounds off Kansas. It'll stay here with Team Missouri.
He might have got away with the walk. He thinks he got fouled.
Baseline out of bounds for Team Missouri. They get it in.
Really good catch by fella. Going back inside. There's a mismatch. Well block.
Cam Love with the swat. Here comes Kansas. They look at the Love.
Hands now. Turnover.
Really good double team by Team Missouri. Cam Love was wide open. Kansas unable to find him.
Coach is yelling, move, move.
Blaine Marshall step back.
Oh,
Big Miller with the rebound. And will shoot 2. Jacob Miller.
Handle down there.
Jacob Miller has come up huge here in the final minutes.
That's a tough matchup for Rodriguez down there. Miller knows that. He's just pinning him.
Big free throws here. First is no good. Thanks for joining us here on The Spot, Kansas City 38. Getting your money's worth here tonight in this one.
Working on his form here. This is a big one.
1 for 2 again. Splits a pair, and Missouri leads by 2. 1 minute to go here in the All-Star game. Good look from the corner. And it goes for Ben Allen. Kansas back up by 1.
Simmons kicks it out to him, assist.
Team Missouri timeout. Big time shot from Ben Allen.
He's done it his whole career. Watch on the replay how Sam Simmons takes a defender, takes 2 defenders, gets the open look for his player.
1-point game. Kansas leads by 1.
Tanner, who do you go to here? Do you go back inside with Jacob Miller? I think both coaches are looking at team fouls, free throw situations. Who to foul, who's in there?
Blaine Marshall's come on strong here offensively. You got Marshall, you got Miller out there. Just look there at the huddle for Team Missouri. 41 seconds and change to play. Team Missouri trailing by 1. It's been back and forth all throughout here in the 4th. There's Ben Allen coming off the 3.
Great crowd, great entertainment tonight at Aquinas High School. The 30th annual DiRenna All-Star Game. Blaine Marshall taking it out here.
They get it inbound to McNeil, give it right back to Blaine Marshall, who brings it across the timeline. Marshall nearly gets it stripped.
Simmons is really just creating havoc.
And Cam Love picks up the personal with 30 seconds to play. They were all over Marshall. It's going to be 2 free throws.
I wouldn't like Sam Simmons all over me. He's so active, so quick.
So 2 big ones here for Blaine Marshall out of Blue Springs South. Able to knock home the first. And we're tied up at 85.
Missouri's got a chance to take the lead here with Blaine Marshall. Blue Springs South led him to one of their best years ever.
Short on the second. Tied up at 85. Kansas can hold for the final shot. Ben Allen with it just across the timeline. Hands it off to Sam Simmons Jr.
Gatorade Player of the Year. This is what he does on game time.
10 seconds to play. Junior drives. Cam Love back to Simmons off the glass. Missouri's got to move. Timeout on the floor.
Sam Simmons does.
Simmons missed the layup. Back over to Cam Love. Back to Simmons to put Kansas up 2 with 4.9 to play.
It almost looked like he was throwing a lob here. He penetrated and he kind of fell, but he's throwing the lob to Cam Love, and he's smart enough to just follow the play and tip it in.
What a game here tonight. Sam Simmons Jr. They're going to put extra time back on the clock.
Wow, they go back to 7.5 seconds. Now you got to have your best defensive players on the floor. Stop penetration. Make sure they don't get it to the goal.
Plenty of time for Team Missouri.
And you're probably telling your players you're going to have to be a man if you're going to score this time of the game.
What do you think, Greg? We got bonus basketball coming up?
We could have it.
(87-85). Kansas up 2. One defensive stand away from an all-star win. Missouri a 3 away from an all-star victory here tonight.
And they have to be looking at a 3. They've been shooting 3s a lot most of the evening. You got Hawkins back into the game. You got to think the ball's going to end up somewhere in Mav's hands.
What would you do here, Rick? Go for a 3? Go for the win?
Well, I think I'd put the ball in Mav's hands and spread it out a little bit. He's taking a ball out of bounds. It might be difficult to get it back in 7 seconds if they're smart.
Full court press.
You got
by
Canner in there, though. You got Adam Candler. You got Simmons on Cam. Oh.
Deflection on the inbound.
Whoa, that was a big play. He almost chased it down.
Cam Love with the defensive work.
You got to think they're going to try to get it to Adam Tanner and try to find Hawkins, maybe even on the 3-point line, like you said.
7 seconds to play. Here's Goodwin across the timeline. Driving.
Basket. Oh,
and it's swatted. 1 second to play, and it's Missouri ball.
Big play.
Big time swat from Drake Devon.
1 second to play.
Adam Tanner the trigger.
You got to guard your goal. You got to move to get open.
Hawkins 3 blocked. Cam Love wins it for Team Kansas.
You got a piece of it. Cam Love.
Winner of the dunk contest and gets the winning block in the final second.
Olathe Norton shows up. That's why they're state champions. Simmons with it, with the goal.
And Team Kansas sweeps the DiRenna All-Star Night on the girls and boys side as the men take it 87-85. What a finish. Cam Love with the swat on Hawkins.
This is the play of the game, the defensive play of the game. He got up to swat it. Goodwin with the drive. Now I think Cam Love gets his hand on it. 1 second to play on the shot.
The block party finish for Team Kansas. Devon and then Cam Love.
They're going to announce the MVP on both teams.
For Missouri, the winner was Matt Hawkins.
Matt Hawkins MVP for Team Missouri.
And for Kansas, Ben Allen.
Jacob Allen.
How about the last block here, Rick?
Yeah.
Tough shot.
He got a piece of it leaning back.
How about Ben Allen, that huge three?
Big three.
To give Kansas back the lead.
There's two good players, two great kids right there. You got to be happy for both of them.
Mav Hawkins, high school career complete.
Tony Sabella with quickly on the mic.
Alongside Ben Allen, who hit some big shots down the stretch.
The shot of the game.
How about this?
Kicks it.
Corner triple, you bet.
Look at that bench. That makes it all worthwhile. Look at that bench jumping up and down.
MVP, Ben Allen. Remember the name, 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game MVP.
And they only remember how you end, right?
Rocking number 32 for Team Kansas. As they take it here 87-85. And now they celebrate the win here post-game.
What a game, Tanner, what a game. It ended up being a great game.
See the excitement, the smiles all night long. We'll be seeing a lot of these names as they begin their college career just in a few months. Already, second week in April. Getting started in their collegiate careers just here in a couple months. Cam Love right there will be right here in Kansas City and gets the winning block here tonight. That'll wrap things up here from the McCarthy Auto Group 2026 DiRenna All-Star Game. For our producer Sean Belden, for Hall of Fame head coach Rick Zeke, my name's Tanner Collins. Signing off here from the spot, Kansas City 38. Kansas takes it 2-0 on the boys and girls side here tonight. 87-85 the final here in game 2. Rick, closing thought?
Oh, just a great night for fans, great night for the kids. Kansas City basketball.
Good night. See you next time.